So, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Saturday afternoon episode of Ted's Booze Cellar with me, your most gracious host, Ted. Welcome to the premiere alcohol review show here on YouTube. It is currently about to turn 4:45 on the 5th of August 2023. I hope I'm finding you all in a good state of affairs, and if I'm not, then I hope things improve promptly. I'm here today with two of my colleagues from work who kind of prompted me to get the drink of today's episode. So why don't you introduce yourselves?
Hey, I'm James, from Australia. Live in Brighton at the moment. It's pretty chill. Just enjoying Pride for the weekend, having a good time.
Yeah, notwithstanding the
not with
sun.
the weather. The weather's dreadful.
It's been absolutely chucking it down the last few days. And
my name's Cody, and I'm happy to be here.
all right, good.
That's
Yeah.
Very concise. Very concise.
Cody, as you find, just get straight to the point. James,
I waffle.
waffles a bit. Drinks Pepsi Max, waffles a bit
Love
more.
Pepsi Max.
Drinks Monster Energy drink.
Love Monster.
And then also consumes about a dozen snisses in the
Love
space
you.
of an hour. So, you guys said growing up you did try this drink a few times, and I am sort of the one who provided it for today's episode. But I'm wondering if you guys could introduce it, because today we're having a look at Jinro Chamisul. So if one of you can introduce it.
Yeah, totally. So this is a Korean rice liquor. It's called Soju.
It's very yummy.
The specific brand is Jinro, Chamisul. This is the original flavour, and it's very nice, and it gets you very drunk.
So how would you describe the experience of drinking it and the culture around drinking it? How do people usually have it?
It's actually very formal. There's a really
It's regimented.
There's a very specific way to open it and pour it, drink it. But I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, obviously, if you're in Korea.
Yeah. So it's sort of the thing, the youngest person at the table will pour for everyone else, and you won't look each other in the eyes when you drink it, that sort of thing.
If you're the youngest or the most junior person at the table, you're supposed to turn your face away when you drink.
Yeah.
So as to not let your uppers see you drinking. Yeah.
Korea has a big after work drinking culture. So a lot of the time you go out with your co-workers and your boss and stuff, and you'll drink it together in that way. So
Okay.
the lowest ranked person would be pouring it for everyone
What
else.
percent is it? It's
20%, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it should say on the bottle there.
I can't read.
Let me have a look.
16.5.
16.5.
I'm usually good at finding that stuff, yeah. So it's 16.5% in a 350 millilitre bottle, meaning that one bottle of this is 5.8 UK units. So it's a pretty decent amount, and I got 2 bottles of this on Amazon, as you guys will find, for $16.50. So if you have Amazon Prime, I think that's not a terrible price, would you say, for the volume of
two
not
of them,
dreadful,
yeah,
no.
then that's pretty good.
Especially as it's something that it's a bit different to what you may be used to drinking as well.
Yeah, it's definitely out there as far as imported stuff goes, at least from a Anglo-British perspective, I suppose.
Yeah,
But what would you say, starting off with, what would you say in your opinion and rating for the design of the bottle and label?
What's the rating out of?
Out of 10.
Out of 10?
It's out of 10 for the label and bottle,
Yeah.
nose, and the eventual taste.
I think
Because the thing is, I like the colours, but it's very plain. And it's not plain in a way where it's it's really boring. It's just, it is a little bit, to be honest, but but it's not the worst looking bottle I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I'd give it probably a 6.5 out of 10.
I think I'll give it a 7. I like the juxtaposition of the calligraphy with the writing from a design point. But I think this little water drop on here it looks a bit like a stock
stock image.
yeah,
it does, yeah.
But I like the green bottle as well. I think it's very nice.
I
It's
think
pretty.
on its own, I'd probably give it a 7.
Yeah.
If you get all the different flavour variations next to each other,
Yeah.
because I forget what the flavours are, but there's all different ones. It looks quite nice
It's
when you
very-
have
yeah.
all it's like a spectrum. It's all the white label with the characters, but with slight variations on it.
So as far as I can see, I got this in the 2-pack. This is the fresh flavour, and then there's the original flavour, which the fresh flavour has more blue writing on it. The original, as far as I can see on the screen here, it's got red writing in the insignias on it. So we're having the fresh flavour today, whatever that means.
Taste the freshness. Maybe it's like minty. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, we're about to find
I
out.
can't remember if I've had this one, so it's exciting.
Now, let's have a quick snifter of it to see what
Okay.
first impressions are like. So, now, which one of you wants the... Okay, which one of you wants the plain shot glass, the measuring shot glass, or the Titanic Brewery shot
Please,
glass?
can I sink the Titanic?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go plain.
Okay.
Should really have the most junior person here pouring.
Oh no, Ted, give it to me quick.
Okay. So I've accidentally overfilled yours, Cody. So do be careful. So we're going to do a quick smell test of it first, obviously. So there you go, James.
Thank you.
Right. Now let's give it a quick snifter to see what our first impressions are like. So, it's almost no nose at all. That's so weird.
Yeah.
There's a slight hint to it. I don't know how to describe it.
I
though.
don't. Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
That's bizarre. No, this is the first time in the history of the show where I have to say I can discern no nose at all. Like, this is
Really?
bizarre. I can't. It's no.
I get like a slight sweetness from it.
There's something
Yeah,
there.
but it's really subtle.
It's- yeah.
Really, really subtle.
All I can say is like it's got the smell of like fresh water or something, which is a nice smell, but it's like nothing really to sort of like note.
Grab
Maybe
onto,
that's what
yeah.
fresh means. On the bottle.
I don't know.
Smellless soju.
Yeah, no, that's bizarre. I mean, it's
Yeah.
fine enough notes. I'll give it a 5 out of 10, but there's nothing really to say about it. That's so bizarre. For me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult to because it's not like it's offensive or anything.
No, it's just
Yeah.
very much just
Yeah.
exists.
Yeah.
It's just there.
Yeah, that's really
I
bizarre.
reckon bang down the middle. 5's probably a
Yeah.
good number
Yeah,
for
five's a good one. There's not really much else to say.
it. Nothing exquisite.
James, what did you rate the design of the label?
A 7.
A 7, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, well look, anyway, before we get on to the most important part of the video, let's have ourselves a quick palate
I
cleanser.
have my palate cleanser.
Right, and then on to the most important part of the video, which is to see what this wee sucker tastes like. So, to everyone at home, have a good rest of the weekend, and bottoms up.
Cheers.
How are we feeling, fellas?
I'm not sure.
It's the pure silence. It's throwing me off.
Oh god, you guys go first.
Okay.
It tastes a lot stronger than the 16% alcohol.
Yeah, this tastes more like a fucking 30 or
Yeah.
40% drink, yeah.
which I guess is something.
It really slaps you in the face, yeah. This is quite... It's
Tastes very, it's almost spirity.
Yeah, it's not as...
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not, obviously it's not as strong as the Vanilla Absolute I reviewed recently, but it feels like it.
Yeah.
Gives you a bit of a shudder, a warm feeling.
Yeah, no, totally. It's like a blanket.
This will disgust you. I mean, my friends back home, they would like mix soju and Monster together, which I don't think is a traditional.
Which flavours?
The 0 Ultra.
No, you know what? I kind of get that.
Yeah.
It does feel like the kind of spirit that you, if you were going to mix it, you'd probably mix it with something like either lemony or energy drink
Yeah.
kind of themed. I don't know. I'm very conflicted because it's got some aspects in terms of like the flavour and the texture of like a nice vodka that I really like.
Yeah.
Being very minutely part Polish, I do like my clear spirits, but there's just something about it that doesn't really feel quite right. I'm just, I don't know. Maybe it's this particular brand because you guys are more experienced with this stuff.
That's
but-
like the default brand, though.
Yeah, that was-
like
yeah.
if I went to a Korean, could I have a little smidgen more?
Yeah, sure. Just a sort of refreshing memory.
Yeah.
It's a little... Can I have like a half thing? It's very strange.
Yeah,
Maybe
because
because
you've
I-
still got to go out to Pride later. Ain't
That's true. We'll see
Yeah,
how
this
that
is
goes.
this is the preparation. Pre-drink on soju.
Yeah, pre-drink. Yeah, it was just like it's like the time I sort of decided to pre-drink before going out somewhere, and I think the drink I decided to make myself. This was at my old flat. It was like it was something like artisan, like vanilla vodka with like elderflower, like soda water, and like fresh lime juice.
Yeah.
It was really nice, but I was also like, if someone could see me right now, I'd look like the most middle class, like sort of top spot.
I mean, I'm probably gonna have a cheeky Aperol spritz after this. I love a good Aperol
Cultured,
spritz.
very nice.
Yeah.
I do like a good Aperol spritz. It's one of the few cocktails you can make quite crappily and it's still nice.
If I make them myself, I'm dead the soda water. It's just Aperol and Prosecco.
Yes,
50-50 ratio. That's all I want.
Okay,
I
so
just really like soda water.
I think if I savour it and swill it around a bit,
Yeah.
I do enjoy it a little bit more. It makes
If you sip it slowly,
it makes that clear spring water kind of flavour that it has stand out quite a lot more.
Yeah.
Like it kind of feels like it has the texture of like a basic vodka, but without like the necessary like harshness that you find at the end of a lot of cheap vodkas.
Yeah.
But it's got the distinct main flavour is like this clear spring water flavour with like a sort of like an underlying flavour that's very similar to like either like bamboo liqueur or rice wine, so like sake. So like what you said, obviously it's made with fermented rice wine.
Yeah.
you can sort of taste it a little bit.
That's what I mean.
Through,
It feels like it's got a combination of different flavours and textures in there, from like bamboo liqueur, sake, like some kind of vodka, and then like spring water, and they combine together to like quite smoothly. Like the texture is really, really smooth. Really complements the flavour
It's
well.
very inoffensive.
But I think if I'm just drinking this down, I don't know if I could really fully appreciate the flavour. That's why I'm feeling like when I just tried it again just now, I sort of swilled it around a bit, sort of muddled it up a bit, and it really tasted. It took out by like at least a point or two.
I think because it's quite new in experience to us as well. Like if you were to give someone a glass of wine who's never had wine before,
Yeah.
they're not gonna like know like the intricate details between the two.
It also depends. Like I think, like well, with wine, obviously, like it's very like varying in terms of like quality depending on the brand you buy. Like if you buy a crap wine, obviously the person's not going to like it. Same with IPAs as well. There's a very fine line between a good IPA and a bad one. Would you say that Soju is probably the same? It's like one of those drinks that can be done really well and really badly.
I probably haven't had enough of it, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a bad one, you know?
Yeah, like it tastes like soju.
Yeah, but I'm this brand is the one that I always drink, you know, when I have it. So
Is this the sort of like good old reliable that we
Yeah.
say that's like a good commercial option, but there are better ones out there?
yeah, definitely, you know, you can get like a higher priced fancier one, but this is like probably the most common one.
Yeah.
So, okay, so it's kind of got a very sort of like plain sort of like rice wine sort of through line with sort of spring water undertones, and then when I was muddling it up again, I sort of noticed a tiny tint of like vanilla sort of like seed sort of flavour in there as well. So generally speaking, I think if I'm just drinking it normally, is honestly it could be like a 4. Like it's not that great. I personally don't massively like it, but if I'm taking my time with it and swilling it around a bit, honestly it goes up to like a 6 or a 7.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, I would probably say just drinking this straight down, it's like a 4. But if I'm swilling it around, mushing up a bit, it would be like a 6.5.
Yeah. I'd say similar.
What would you say is your exact rating though?
Yeah, I'm like on the first one that we had when it was just like having it like a shot. That would probably genuinely be a 3.
Yeah.
But when I took my time and sipped it a little bit more, I could like feel a little like a lot more of the sweetness come through. That probably bumped it up to like a 6. So if I had to give it one number, I'd probably shoot down the middle, maybe like a 4.5.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think it's for me it's probably, if I'm talking about mean range, is probably between a 4 to a 6.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I think on like flavour alone, I'd probably give it like a 5. There isn't really a lot going on. You have to take your time with it to get the flavour coming through. But on like how much I enjoy drinking it, I'll give it like a 10, you know? It's very...
The experience of having it, yeah.
It's very easy to drink, because like a lot of, you know, a lot of spirits you want to shot are gonna have like a really sour, like they're gonna really hit you badly. But you can drink that like it's water.
Cody, how much fucking booze have you already had today?
Not that much.
Yeah, we're plastered.
I know you said you were like hungover earlier this morning, but like Jesus Christ. I don't know yet. I think it's definitely the strongest example of the quality of a drink being dictated by how you consume it, more than any other that I've probably reviewed recently. So yeah, I'd say 4 to 6. If I'm sticking on a specific number, I'd say probably similar to James. I'd probably pick like a. I'm going to say it now. I'd say the mean range I'm going for is 4 to 6, but I'd say mean average range, mean specific number I'd probably pick would probably be like a 5 or a 5.25 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's nice enough where I could drink it and I can stomach it, but I have to take my time with it. And it's, to be honest with you, I'd probably be happier drinking a nice plain vodka, to be honest. Again, maybe that's just my sensibilities, but I don't know. It's not bad. And maybe the original flavour will be better. But as this is, it's decent enough. But kind of like Cody implied, it's also great if you want to get drunk really easily with something that's relatively cheap. Because wow, this smacks you right in the noggin. This really doesn't taste like a 16.5. This tastes more like a 30%er. So take that as you will. But yeah, thank you guys for coming on and
thanks for having us. Yeah,
giving me your feedback and also giving me the suggestion to get this. I will probably be reviewing the original flavour on my own very soon. But to everyone at home, if you like this video, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future episodes of Taboo Cellar, let me know in the comments section down below, as well as any specific bits and bobs that you guys agreed or disagreed with that any of us said in today's video. And if you want to check out my other social medias, I'll leave them in the video description as well. But until next time, have fun, stay safe for whatever you're doing, don't do anything we wouldn't do, drink responsibly.
Leaves a lot of wiggle room.
What?
Leaves a lot of wiggle room.
Don't do anything we wouldn't do. Oh, yeah, that does, yeah. No, right, actually, I've never thought about that. But anyway, look, drink responsibly, know your limits, sort of eat a good meal and drink plenty of water before going out drinking, and we'll see you guys at the bar next time on Taboo Cellar. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.